Okay, hold on. I have to see if my stream even started. I think I have to check my phone for this. Because I have my actual screens available to me. So let me check my phone and see if it's available there. One second. Okay, it is available, right? Yeah, my screen shows. Okay. Excellent. Hey Ruby, what's going on? Okay. Today I haven't really done too much. I think I woke up around what time? I think 12:30. I keep finding a way to go to bed like 5 a.m. in the morning, which is not good. But I'm still very much here, so doing all right for the moment. So today, I'm mainly going to have my headphones in, so I'm going to be listening to chat. So when you guys say anything, I'll respond to it. And then, I'll also just make sure to respond to comments in the meantime. And also look at Twitter to find stuff that I need to make for YouTube community posts. I'm over here. So I'll be doing that with you guys, if you have any questions. I can't really be here too much since I'm watching a show. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. It's okay. Checking every few minutes. That's good. Take your time. I'll be here for a little bit. Not for like more than 3 hours, but maybe 2 hours at most. Let me just plug in my headphones. Hey, Nari, welcome to the stream. I saw it, the stream. Yes, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? At least from what I've seen, I did get messaged by Don. Yes, not yesterday. It was earlier today. I think around 3 or 4 p.m. my time. So Cobalt's not going to be here anymore, simply because they have a problem with grooming other people. That was a video that Zanakari released today. So that was what happened yesterday. So they're not going to be in many community servers. Besides that, I haven't really seen too much. Are we going to play today? No. So today we're not going to play. Simply because both I don't want to, and also I have to actually go back to all of my replay codes and watch them. Because I have to make videos. So I'm not going to be playing today, as that's going to erase some of the content that I can be downloading. One thing I did work on last night while it was raining a lot, if I check my content, I think people can hear me, was working on the Alterna stuff. So I worked on making videos for the first half of Alterna here, and then I uploaded all of them to YouTube around, I think, I scheduled them for 12 p.m. today, it's roughly 9 hours ago, to go up in one time. So over time, I believe this should appreciate, and then I'll get World 2 up, I think, probably by tomorrow or Friday, because I already have that recorded, and then record Worlds 3 through 6. Also, hey, Josh, welcome. Hey, Flux. Welcome in. The other major thing I have to do, because I was actually thinking about this, is just getting posts done. I know I have to get motivation posts out the way for August, which is 31 days. And then I also have to get regular Splatoon posts up. Although technically my schedule was to say to get all the regular Splatoon stuff up today. I think I might do it tomorrow and just do the motivation stuff today, because I already have the motivation asset available. So I might as well just do that one while I have some time. I have to go though, but good luck with your work. Good luck. Thank you for coming to stream today. And then the other thing is just responding to comments. I have about, I think, 10 to 15 comments that I have to get to. So I'll answer these as well while I hear you guys say stuff. Just gotta turn on the read messages so I can hear you. Okay, so let me get started. I have a few people that to respond to. I think I responded to Dark Lotus yesterday. I think this was the first comment that they sent. I responded to something similar to this. So I'll start with T-Rex and then work my way down through all the comments that I have available. Usually when it comes to comments, it takes me about, I think, 10 to 30 seconds to think of something and then respond on time. But sometimes it may take a little bit longer, depending on how I'm feeling. This one is maybe a what if scenario if Marina never left Octarian Rule and never met Pearl. It's the only guess I can come up with. Couldn't think of any other ideas. So I'm thinking at least for this one, I probably know what to say. So I'll type this in. I think it would be Splatoon 1. Base, because Splatoon 1 is when these events occurred, so they have to basically redo Splatoon 1 as an idea. Char said they can't participate in this one, so I'll just say that's fine. I would prefer not to have 2-word responses whenever I'm responding to people. I think at least having a full sentence is usually better. At least that way people can get a full response, so it doesn't just feel like I'm typing for the sake of typing. I'm actually answering their question. If Marina went the villain arc route, everyone... Okay, this is an interesting idea. So I'm gonna ask them a question about this. Well, not how would they be a villain. I don't think that would be right. Because I think that would be too easy to answer. I think it would be if they're the antagonist. Just how it's better to structure this. If they're the antagonist, what would her primary goals be? And the backstory behind it. Not like what type of villain they would be, but more so the actual circumstances developing into it, I think is a much better answer. Okay, we have Golden's question. Is Gothic medieval like Pont Valentre in France? I haven't seen this type of bridge before. So that helps part of my response. So I'll just say I'll look up this type of bridge architecture later when I have time. But it sounds cool. Yeah, but generally speaking, I would say whenever people do give a comment, especially like this, I will probably actually go back and look through this term here, figure out what they mean, and then try and build up off of it whenever I have time. Alright. I think I missed one. Missed 3, actually. Zuni SPL. I think this is... I think that's Minty. If I remember correctly, I think that's Minty. I'm not really sure. The Grand Fest was a one-time thing. I don't even understand how people are picking it. How would it work, a DLC map? I think people could always go back to it. Because there could be a game that takes place during Grand Fest. Okay. That's what I'm going to respond to them with. This Venice should give another response that we're looking for. Okay, this one I just have to give a confirmation. I think there are 11 alternate songs. If I'm correct. I believe there's 11 of them. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Nate, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I am currently responding to the comments right now before I begin working on YouTube posts. So, you just watch me do YouTube stuff. If you have any questions, just let me know and I'll be able to talk. This is more just supposed to be a chill type of stream where people ask me questions, they talk to me, and then I just talk to them directly without having gameplay in the background. You're not feeling good right now. Why is that the case? What happened? Hey, Isaiah. Hmm. I think for this, I could say over 10 to 1% would be better. But I was trying to think of a function that I can make to figure this out, but I need to go back and review, I think, some of my mathematics. My day's good, Isaiah. Also, Nate, that's terrible. What happened? Did you lose? Did they like what happened to them? Did you lose them? Like they're still alive, but they're not friends for you anymore, or did something happen to them? Okay, I'm interested about this guy's idea. How would this affect the story? I'll just say I agree. I don't think they understood the question. They're still alive. Okay. Okay. That's good, but I don't know why they're not your friend anymore or something happened to them. Why you lost them. I think I'm trying to still figure out why you lost them, but that's not good. Oh my goodness. I have so many comments to get to. But this is not even all of them. I have to check responded to. Not responded, new replies. Okay. One thing I don't like about YouTube Studios auto comment. Okay, if it's the jokes that you guys were throwing at them, then that would make sense. Do try to make sure that you're a bit more conscientious about how the other person is feeling when you do make a joke relating to them, as that can happen. Do keep that in mind. What was I about to say? I was about to say for YouTube Studio, um, the auto comments that it's providing, I know it's using Gemini to read them, but even when I read them, I don't feel that the comments that it's giving, they don't resemble me that well. I felt like when I still see other people resembles them a lot better, but it doesn't resemble me that well. I don't know why. I honestly don't care that all the past, present, and future be in a single Splatoon game. Ben knows you treat the game like it's a career. I don't think the last part's possible. But yeah, so whenever you're making jokes about people, do keep in mind that jokes can be both offensive and they can be turned into a personal attack. So it will be understandable why they wouldn't want to be your best friend if they feel the jokes are attacking them. My day has been okay. I think the other part of my day, I was just playing Potter at War for a little bit, which is a Roblox game. My team was not too great. We've lost a lot of matches. That wasn't the best experience, but it's not the end of the world, but it's more so funny. And we lost the entire game in about, I think, 7 to 10 minutes. Hey, Jared, what's going on? How are you doing today? I'm just responding to comments at the moment before I start making posts. Okay. I think I got the first part done. I didn't answer this portion of his sentence. Um, I didn't eat cherries in that Splatfest. I'm not sure what this means. Honestly, I think in the future, at least for some comments, I'm not really sure if responding to them makes sense. They're not intelligible to me. I don't understand them. I don't know what this means. I wish I knew what it meant, but I don't know what it means. So responding to it and I don't get a response back, it's not helpful. But I still respond to them anyway. You lost your online membership a couple days ago. When are you trying to get it back? I think getting it back will be a good idea if you have the ability to finance it, but if you don't think Switch games are that valuable to play online, that's okay as well. Or you can't afford it. Dread is a Waybreaker kit. Yeah, all this is true. The mechanic doesn't show up. That'd be so cool. Hey, Captain, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I don't know how delayed this chat feature is. It shouldn't be that delayed, but I hear you. I will soon. Okay. Modded Rainmaker Challenge Rainmaker. I guess it is iconic, but most people haven't seen it yet. I think modded Rainmaker is pretty cool to see. At least when we're in most games, I think it's good. Hey, Brett, welcome to stream, and also goodbye. Thank you for coming to stream. Hopefully you have a good sleep. I saw you on Extreme Boys stream earlier, but I didn't say anything. You're an ink brush main. Okay. Oh my god. I've only been up for about 9 hours and I sound tired. But I think it's because of how bright my screen is. That's Splatoon 3 back in 22 and then didn't touch again until 2024. Why did you take such a long break? I think I have much more comments than even this. I still have to keep scrolling after this. But I think I've got most of the stuff. I think. Yeah, I think I got most of the comments so far. It hasn't taken too long. I've started I think 6 minutes ago. But man, this just takes a long time to get to. It's not like 30 minutes long. It still takes time to just think and respond to every comment that you do see. If the mechanic doesn't show up, I want to at least develop a special or two. That would be cool. I imagine this could work. Okay, I'll say I'd like to see it, but give me some ideas. Just so this conversation can be followed up upon. Yeah, this is an interesting process. I try to spawn the posts whenever I see them. I have too many. I have a lot of them. I have less recently because I've been lazy. I haven't done enough scheduling, but throughout the day, the goal is to have at least 12 posts that go up a day. I actually have my page open right now. I have 2 idle posts of a specific character from that day, and then 3. What's gonna call it? 1. That's a quiz. 2. I think 3 quizzes a day. I think the last quiz starts at 10. Yeah, the last quiz comes in at 10, I think. No, I think it was at 2 a.m. actually. Yeah, 2 a.m. 2 a.m., 10 a.m., and then 6 p.m. So there's 3 quizzes a day and then 3 polls a day. So that's about half of my posts. And then I have 1 image post for a different topic besides the idols. So that's about 4 different image posts. But I'm trying to get all that set up right now. I know we're going to August. So good benefit for me is all of those Splatubers who live in everywhere that's in like the southeast or Midwest or generally the Mountain West. I know they're going to be starting school soon if they're under the age of 18, or they're going to be starting a college semester soon. I start college again on September 1st, so I actually have a full month. But I just want to get all these posts out, so by the time I'm in, I already have a lot of content that's just going to go up every single day. So all I have to do is just maintain it. So I just have to turn my computer on, record Splatoon, whether it be a replay or something else, and just upload it into a drive so it's always accessible. And then whenever I want, it just goes up on a specific day that's like maybe far into the future. So I'll record something now and it will go up at like, I guess, December 25th if I have the idea for that to happen. You somehow got this. Congratulations. I think at least YouTube is taking the emoji recommendations from here, the check mark. I think that's why I had it in its auto response option for Addy, but it still doesn't feel right because it's in the wrong position. I can't respond to Gabriel's message. I don't know what to respond to this with. I'll just like it to let them know I've read it. For me, it was between Killer Whale and Screen. Both are quite rare. So you were onto something. I think at least for most comments, because they're mostly one sentence. I don't usually get too many 2-sentence or 3-sentence comments. I just have to give like usually a 1-sentence reply, 1 to 2 sentences, but have it build off of on what the person actually said, and then I guess briefly look at the post option here. This person picks Platanas. I think this is the Splatoon Raiders post, I believe. I think it is Splatoon Raiders post. Yeah, just write a structure. So I'm gonna ask them why. Why would you use Splatanas? There may be some oversight here. I might have forgot this person's interest, which would be terrible. Because I think they may or may not be a Splatana player, and I might not remember. Which is my fault, but I will try to remember. Shiny is just here, so I'm just gonna like their message. I was headache, but Callie's here. You were headache? Or did you have a headache? Shiny likes Callie, so whenever I have a Callie poster, usually always there. Blame Nintendo, very completely useless when it comes to creative ideals. I don't fully agree with this. Have you not noticed anything suspicious about Nintendo's history? I'm not that involved. Or engaged with Nintendo's history, but they are pretty creative. I think that's all comments on this list, except this one. I think this is a double comment, so I'm going to remove it. And then refresh to see if there's new ones. Didn't I just get rid of this? I'm so confused. He fully protects us with his special in Splatoon Raiders. Yeah, he can do that. I thought I deleted this. Let's remove it. Marina never heard Calamari incantation. I believe another person had this here. Now, this is all the unresponded comments. So usually whenever I'm going to be reading comments, I'm going to be reading the unresponded sections, everything I didn't get to first. And then the trick is, okay, now we're going to new replies to your response to find people who responded to me again. And this is usually where conversations continue in here. This portion I think takes significantly longer. This will definitely take about like maybe 20, 30 minutes, depending on how many responses I have to make. I don't have Twitter. That's okay. You don't need Twitter. But yeah, there's just so many comments to get to. But the one good thing about comments, we'll say this, is comments do help people to return back. So if I say something, they'll return, they'll give an answer. I respond, they'll return, they'll give an answer. So comments are good in that aspect. And because of that, YouTube promotes content that has a lot of comments on it because it's high engagement. It's keeping people on the platform, which is good. So that's one incentive to do comments. The other incentive is you just want to actually talk to people. And I think this is a good way to do it. You got a point, but I mean, you are more likely to get loads of comments from having more subs, and yes, viewership is a big one too. I have a lot of subs relative to earlier in the year, but the comments came first. Now, one thing I will say, at least for the sub comment thing, or just subs versus viewership, at least for me, I'm thinking the viewership is a lot more important. Not new viewership per se. That is important to elevate the baseline and get new people in. But it is the returning viewer count that matters more on my end. People who have watched in the past and are watching again, especially casual viewers and regular viewers. Regular viewers are people I think who return consistently over a 6-month period or longer, versus casuals who are people who have returned over the past 1 to 5 months. If that makes sense. I think I probably have it a little bit misconstrued, but it's somewhat like that. But casual viewers, people who return, but they've only been watching you for a few months, and regular people are people who've returned, who've been watching you for a long time. That's the main aim. Increase people who are returning back, not just bringing new people in. As in, if you have people who come back. Let's go, I'm causal. What does that mean? What does that mean? I saw the short Isaiah. I did see it earlier today. Actually, not too much earlier today. It was like an hour ago. I saw it. Yeah, this is casual talking today. Yeah. Oh my goodness. There's so many comments to get to. This is Indeed, so I'm just gonna like it. I'm glad someone agrees with me. They say. I think I should respond to this. I don't know how to respond to it, though. That's the main issue. I need to think of something. If you ain't casual, that's okay. I gotta think of a way to respond to Bo and Kitty right now. I think at least Team Power. I think because how good Ganondorf is in Zelda, I think it did help. So, I think I could probably say that. But I don't know what else I could say after that point. I have to think about. I have to really think of this response because we want to keep talking to people. I did say I have proof, so now I have to justify my answer. So I guess I'll say you're welcome. And then initially, I guess after that, I will say, I think because Ganondorf was a meme around that time, it definitely helped. Because Ganondorf was a significant meme in 2023. I do remember that time period. I'm feeling Pearl, they say. I'm feeling Pearl, okay. There's two ways to go about that. What are those? You seem innocent, so I'm not going to answer that. Okay, there's no real reason to respond, but I'll like all these comments just so people know I've actually read them. Oh my god. I mean, mullets are also clams. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just respond. Yeah, yes to the same category. The subdivision of the mullets category. I think it's K actually. I don't know if this is British English or American English. I think it's British English. Like Mawai is using. So they are trustworthy and can support others at a minimum of 2 hit kills. Okay. I can agree with that. I mean, both weapons generally are 2 hit kills, so yes. Oh, I don't know what to say this. I guess I'll respond with an emoji. I didn't mean to roll that up. I don't think it showed up on screen, no. Hey, Karate Boy. Welcome. Alright. No, it didn't pop up on screen, so I'm good. I think I probably need to respond with an emoji of some kind. If it's just yes, you think of something. Right now, I'm like partly tired. Partly tired because I've been playing games earlier today. I've lost some matches in another game. Had some news from a moderator about another person's in the community that wasn't too great. So it's kind of like a weird day, to be honest. And I'm yawning too, so it's not good. But it's not a terrible day, so I say it's okay. Hey, Cheese, what's going on? That's the intent. Okay, I'll just say yeah. I don't know what else to respond to this with. Right now, I'm just responding to all the comments that I have over the past week before I actually start making posts. So I'm just reading through them right now. This guy was talking about Pally and Big Man being married on your Tomodachi Life save file. I could respond to this. I have to think of something now. I guess I'll ask him a question. Why did you marry them is going to be my question. People are going to buy it. This is in reference to, I think, this message up here. I'll just like it. I'll take a look. I haven't read the Raiders Scrolls yet. I have to look at it online. But I'll just read the scrolls when I get a chance. Because that's what I will do. Okay, how many more comments did I not get to? Okay, this one just like this one. I never responded to Isaac, so I'm gonna say okay, let me check it. I'll check it after stream. Maybe not as a weapon. Oh. Yeah, like some of the responses are kind of hard to respond to. I'm gonna be so honest. It's difficult to respond to because of the context. There's nothing to go off of, so I have to invent something off the top of my head, or I'm going to have to try and redirect the conversation. I don't want to do that. Team Spicy did not exist. It doesn't take that long to respond to comments. This is so easy to do. This is why I'm surprised other YouTubers are not doing it. But I don't think for them it's like a priority. It's not that hard to think of what to say. Well, it's not that hard to respond people. It's harder to think of what to say. Team Spicy did not even exist until after till after it ended. To me, it was fun. Okay, what I'm gonna say is, does that mean you didn't encounter Team Sour, Team Spicy? I think this is a much better way to address it. Because this answers two questions, well, two possible ways that they can answer. Give me a question. It answers the question of, okay, the popularity if they decide to go that route, and also just gives a direct path of, okay, if you didn't encounter Spice for most of the Splatfest, you probably encountered Sweet for most of the Splatfest, so it just gives a direct answer. It's easy to wrap this one up here. I thought you liked redirecting comments, so then the commenter comes back, and maybe the more comments, the more you'll be in people's recommended and stuff. That is true. That's one major reason why I do respond to comments. It's not the only reason, but it's one major reason. But also, I also have to think about strategically responding to comments as well, because I also have to think of, okay, if I respond to them all at once, especially at like 9:54 p.m., I kind of have to structure it throughout the week instead of having it be in a session like this, because I would want people to return to a post on a different day, so YouTube promotes it. I'm gonna show you what I mean, because I actually have my analytics here, and we are actually going to show some analytics because I have the time to do so. At least right now, I'm getting a decent amount of my views from my posts at the moment. Not really the videos I've uploaded. I think I have to look at content. Yeah, posts. Yeah, so for posts, I'm going to give you a screenshot of the entire year. We're going to advance this. I'm going to go advanced mode and pull it up. And get rid of like all of this, because this is not what I'm looking for. Deselect all of that, and then just pull up posts, because it's its own metrics. And then total. All right. So the goal right now, because I've been working on this since the middle of May after my finals in the spring semester. The goal is to maintain this baseline of just having impressions throughout the entire day, all the time, throughout the week, where it just never drops to 0. And by commenting at different times throughout the week, people come back to a post and YouTube will resurface it. So as an example, I'll just take one post out. This amiibo post had an initial spike, went down, another spike, and then had these returning spikes afterward as people commented and I replied back. Same thing for Cali. The goal is to prolong this tail here, so it just doesn't get down to this 0 mark. Avoiding 0 is crucial, because at least right now, if I look at, I think the past month, like past 28 days, I think it's a good measure of this. I think Agent 8's a good one. We have the post go live on July the 3rd, and then I have people comment on this post. If I comment asynchronously, so throughout the week, it has these bumps, and it just stays in the algorithm, so when people open up their phone, it's still there. Even still, I'm still getting impressions from this one post that I dropped almost a month ago, because I have comments. Temporaries are suboptimal. So you rather have a steady graph than it go big and then go away? Yeah, because if it goes away, that's useless. It doesn't help me. It needs to be a constant floor. Because if it goes up, because it going up is it going viral, but virality doesn't help me. Because I'm going to have times where I'm busy. This is not a benefit. Like this up here, this initial peak is not a benefit. I think I have better posts to show this. I think much better, actually, than just that. I think this is a better post of it. Initial peak drops down, but the tail is almost non-existent. This is not a good post. But something like, imagine Splatoon 4. This is still getting impressions now. Agent 8. These are the types of posts I want, where has an initial peak, and then it just stays in the algorithm at low circulation. So then whenever the Splatoon gets like popular, has a topic that goes up, or I comment, or people comment on these posts, that's also the reason why I have an archive that I'm setting up. This post will continue to just build over time. It's nothing to do with averages, it's just constant flow versus earlier in the year, where if I zoom out, early in the year where it goes up and then it dies. It goes up, then it dies. It goes up, then it dies. That's not what I want. It needs to be consistent. Because this is a much better floor for both search engines to work off of and also for algorithms. If this is constant, then other people who are also making posts, they just get pushed down, which is what I want. Need to stay high up here where it's elevated transmission. It doesn't need to go sky high. It just needs to be constant. So whenever I build up off of anything, it doesn't go to like 42 impressions. It stays like at 1,000 a day, and I can just manage it. Say, okay, my posts are probably not that good right now, but that's fine. I can make them better as long as I have impressions. That's all that matters. All I'll say is about averages you're saying and temporary is suboptimal. If it's temporary, it's good if I have it to funnel people somewhere else. Like, at least for comments are good because you can keep a comment chain going. Whereas a like on a post doesn't do that much. So the like is something very easy for a person to do and it can scroll past. A comment, that person's on this post for not even just a few seconds, for about 10, 30 seconds, maybe longer. And if I'm responding, they keep coming back to it. So then YouTube is going to say, or rather YouTube's AI is going to say, people actually care about this stuff. Keep it in their feed versus a post where no one's talking to them. Having it be temporary like this, or like here, I think it's a much better example. It's good if I can actually translate that into something. Otherwise, it's useless. It doesn't help me at all. It's a waste of energy that I could have reallocated somewhere else. That's also why I'm thinking of getting videos out at least every day, especially the B-roll stuff, because it would be videos where it's not designed to go viral immediately. That's not its job. This is a resource that people can listen to when they're bored or want to do something, and because there's just so much of it, whenever they get to that point, they'll listen. The next thing will queue up while they're studying, and it'll just be autopilot, or it just builds up over time. And then once it gets that build up of people, then at some point it will just randomly go viral once the channel takes off, and then everything I have works in tandem. But even then, it wouldn't be like a temporary thing where just, oh, it goes viral and then it goes back down. It goes viral. Let's go back to the post strategy here. It goes up and then it doesn't go down. It goes up and then it stays flatlines at a stable baseline, but it never goes down to 0. Even for live streams, I've also tried to do this. I think for live streams, I think it's even more apparent with impressions. If I were to advance it. Total. This is terrible. Oh my god. I have to filter by live streams. Where is live streams? There we go. If I filter by total, I need impressions. I don't know why impressions are not here. This is terrible. Let me get impressions. It should be here. I'm not sure why it's not working. Oh my god. Take this off. Impressions are not here. I'm not sure why that's not like working. I probably have to go back and like fix it. This is not great. I think by content type is better. I don't know. I don't know why this is like bugged. This is terrible. But yeah, so my impressions, the goal is even right now, my impressions for live streams are higher than when they were when I was streaming earlier in the year. Before, when I streamed earlier in the year, they went up and then they went down to almost 0. Whereas now, if I stream, even if I haven't been streaming for a while, like I didn't stream yesterday. There's like a slight uptick here. I didn't stream yesterday, but even when I'm not streaming, I still get 200 to like between anywhere from 200 to 500 impressions a day when I'm not streaming. So YouTube is still recommending all my live streams when I'm not doing any content, which is important. Because if I want, like when I have like the watch time, people are watching for on average like 10 minutes. per live stream. When I'm not streaming, because I have timestamps on everything, people go to those streams, they can just click to the part that they want and watch it. So the streams keep getting value over time, and I don't really have to do that much. I just have to make sure, okay, this has a timestamp in it. Make sure it aligns properly. Make sure the description's optimized so people can actually read it. And then that's it. Because I already know how to stream. I've been doing this for about 6 years, since I was 13 doing this. So I know how to stream. The only thing is just maintaining that stream in the network for as long as possible. Because it's not about getting viral. It's about maintaining a baseline. Virality will come later, but I don't need it immediately. Because once I do hit that point, I'm not going to be able to do much of anything else. Because it'll just be, okay, now I have to manage the community all day. Which would be a different story entirely. I started when I was 13, yeah. I started this channel when I was 12. Like in 2019. I'm almost 20 now. I was streaming since I was 13, yeah. I was doing it for that long. When I started streaming Splatoon, I started when I was 15 streaming this game. So I've been doing it for a long time. So I know how to stream and I know how to comment. I've been commenting to people for a very long time. This year is the only real year I've actually tried to think, okay, now I kind of need to lock in. I don't like all these other Splatubers who have been like doing a lot less. Oh no, I've been doing basically nothing. But I mean, like, they're not interacting with the community and not really thinking about them. I don't like that. So it's time to make a comeback and start displacing these people because we got some time. And actually start building a channel that's worthwhile. Because no point of streaming and not having a backline or anything to build off of. It's terrible. You need to actually have something. So I'm going to show you the lifetime. I'm going to start talking about it. Alright. Alright, so the current stage of the channel is this rapid increase here. So this is the fastest it's ever been. Once I've actually started doing YouTube the way you're supposed to do it. Actually put effort into making content and also making it searchable and easy for YouTube to recommend it. So the only thing I have to do now is get good at actually making videos, which is all I need to do is just do overworking. That's all I have to do. Do it every day. Not like the entire day, but at least an hour, 2 hours a day of editing. Learn what people like, and then upload it. And then just have this backlog of other content that's not as high effort, that just goes up every day. So the point of having no commentary gameplay is, okay, I want to listen to Splatoon, but I don't want to hear some idiot say words. I don't like people. Some person wants to study it. They don't want to hear someone yapping. Right? Have that as a content form. There's Splatoon story modes. I have all the games, right? Except Raiders. I'll eventually have all the DLC. Play everything. Give a guide for everything. Talk. Actually show people what to do and have fun. I can upload that. And it'll all be good. Other things I could do. Splatoon guides, Splatoon tutorials. That will be highly edited videos that I have to work on. That's going to take a longer time because I have to script it and actually edit it, which takes real work. But that is going to be the type of video that gets the channel elevated, and then I just put people into all this other content that I've been working on in the background. So the goal, at least at the moment, is just have high quality uploads, which give people something to watch at a specific time. I'm probably going to start listening to streams because I need to have background noise when doing something. Yeah, but what I'm just saying, generally speaking, is having the background noise content is good because people are looking for that. And if I have all the other forms of content too, where people can actually listen to me talk, so I don't feel like a robot at times, then that will also be good, because then if people want to ask me a specific question, or they want to know more about me as a person besides of no commentary gameplay or not streaming, you want to know more about me as a person when I'm not streaming or making other videos, you'll have that content. You want to listen to something no background, I'll have that. If you wanted to have a tutorial to do something, whatever it happens to be, I'll have it. So that's the goal, just do everything. And then if I have everything on the channel and it's indexed and in the right playlist, then at that point, I wouldn't really be competing with anyone. I'd only really be competing with myself and the time that I have available, which is the goal. Whereas in the past, where I'm streaming, it's okay, when you're not streaming, the channel is not growing. And you know you're a good streamer, but you don't have, you're not turning that content into anything that's useful. So there's no real point of you streaming. At least what I'm realizing now, streaming is only really great if you already have an established community, I'm feeling. If you don't have an established community, streaming, it's not very worthwhile. Like, when I was streaming in 2020, I was streaming Pixgun 3D, which was a mobile game that people wanted to see. And I was streaming almost every day. But I was 13. I was not good at the game. My phone was terrible. So I was not able to maintain a long-form stream. And then after that, in 2021, I didn't really upload content, so there's this long plateau. Similar thing for most of 2022, until the end of the year where I actually started streaming Splatoon again. And around this time period, in through here, is where I met, I think Ruby I met through this time period here early in the year. And then Gerald and the rest of them, they didn't come by until 2024, about a year later. So I met Ruby and I think Daisy in this time period. Got some more people through the summer of 2023. And then I think Jero and Agent 4 were in this time period here. After that, I didn't really do anything because I started my first semester of college in September. And then this entire period here was when I was really just doing college work, so I wasn't really uploading that much. And my desktop computer was terrible. And now I'm just doing content from my laptop, which is pretty good. It can run a decent amount. It's not the best, but it can run enough. And now, ever since, I think December 2025 specifically, that's when I uploaded the Discord Checkpoint song. And in January, I did these Frosty Fests. Started doing more content, where I just started doing live streams with viewers. Then the channel started to accelerate. But even then, the baseline wasn't there. The channel wasn't fully optimized yet for both search engines, and when people plug any information into an AI model, it's not going to show me, it's going to show someone else. So I have to work on that to the current growth period that I have right now. Make it optimized for search, make it optimized for any robots that are watching, make it optimized for people to actually figure out what they want to watch, and just cover as many topics as possible. So it just goes up, which has been going up for a while. Do the 12 community post strategy a day, because then I'll have presence throughout the day. It's the easiest form to do. It only takes like a few seconds to get a post done. So, yeah. It doesn't take that long to do this. I just have to optimize everything. I found you in late 2025. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so if you found me around this time period, I wasn't really doing anything. I was doing Pixel Gun streams during this time. But even so, the channel wasn't optimized yet, but I was starting to do something. I was starting to think, okay, it's 2026, I should probably actually get something done by now, but it's going to take a little bit. But now, it's been like, if I look at start of the year, I think we was at 711 subscribers. Yeah. Roughly around 711 subscribers, and now at roughly 1.1k. It's about 400 subscriber difference. But this is through live streaming community posts. So this is not like up through the roof like viral. It's not supposed to be, but it's a much better ceiling to be than where it was. Even I can look back, I think, at my watch time, and I think even I could figure that out. Do everything I have, like a lifetime view. I think watch time is actually much more important than actually views, believe it or not. I think watch time is really important. Because the videos I have unlisted, but yeah. So like this is where I am now. I actually have a floor, versus before I didn't have anything. I had a floor kind of, but not really. Now I actually have a floor, so I'm in a much better place now. I remember you commented on my Y2 short and I found myself here. Oh really? I probably have to look through my comments now then. I found you early 2026. I think you came by in February, if I have to remember correctly. It was just a clip of me sniping you or something. Okay. I think that's okay. But yeah, so I mean, when people do make content, I do respond. I do actually check the internet pretty frequently. I'm trying not to doom scroll. It doesn't really make sense. From my perspective, it wastes a lot of time, even though that's what I like doing. But yeah, so working on the channel is just taking time. But at least the overworking concern, it is a valid concern. But the reason I have to kind of do it now instead of like doing it in the future is, well, I need to have that baseline there. So in the future, where I'm busy, it's working for me in the background. I don't have to do anything. All right, I think I missed a few comments, so let me look for them now. I think I didn't respond to this guy. Yeah. Hold on. Probably fix it soon. I think I got to everything. Well, no, this is like recent stuff. I'm gonna leave that for tomorrow. I'm not gonna respond to that right now. But no, I have so many comments, so it's a long time. Just scrolling through this. I never respond to this comment. I still have to figure out what I'm gonna say to that one. I guess I'll just like this one. I'll come back to it. I haven't done the community push yet. I need to get to that. Hi, Ty English. What's up? Welcome to the stream. But yeah. Okay. So I think that's enough for comments. I've done enough comments for today. He ain't freaking Raiders like the other two. Oh, goodness gracious. What are we typing now? This is amazing stuff. What we're typing in chat. Alright, now I have to think of YouTube posts. Alright. I have an entire month of posts I gotta go make. Conveniently. I don't think it shows my files when I open this up. Oh, hey, Addy. What's going on? If I look at video assets, no, it doesn't show up. Alright, I'm good. Let's go to content. Assets, characters, blue characters. Alright, it's the same one, and then we're starting... How many days in August? I think it's 31. Yeah. Hey, I gotta think of 31 quotes for the next... for the next month. Just like think of it on the top of my head. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's think of something. Oh. Oh, wait, I know what I also have to do. I have to go get the banner template. Hold on. Let me hide my screen. I need to go get my banner template. I need to go to my Google Documents and get the template I post at the bottom of every single description. Let me go get that. I think I have 5 to 6 Google Documents dedicated to streams or dedicated to content creation. Now it's getting out of control. Actually, I think I have a lot more than that. I have 1, 2. No, I think I have about 12 Google Documents dedicated to this channel. I just have this channel. I have 3 other ones I need to go manage. Alright, where is the... There it is. Alright, there is the footer that I have to post in every single chat. Okay. There we go. I can pull my screen back up. How many art contest submissions have you gotten? I've only gotten 2. Goofy gave 1, and I think Golden gave 1, and then that was it. That was it. So I didn't get anything else. Alright. What did I say? It's August 1st. Alright. I guess I have an idea. Alright. What would you do as a good starter, but it's not gonna help me here. I guess I could talk about fire. I don't think keep is right. I think I need to change this. Alright, there we go. Schedule August 1st, and then I think it's 12 a.m. Yeah. 12 a.m. and then schedule. Alright, that's one post done. Let's do it again. Alright, the second day of August. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think of like 31 ideas now. My girlfriend is about to submit some art. Okay. But I want to see all your submissions. Oh goodness, I have to do a stream for it. I'll have some time. But I'll have to stream all of these. And then make a video about it. But the video should not be as hard. I do icons, but I'm horrible at drawing. Oh, that's up to you. Yeah, I mean, I don't really mind what the quality is. It just has to follow the prompt. Oh my goodness. What would I say? It's the second day. I guess I have an idea. I think this is a good one. Yeah, this is good. All right, schedule. August 2nd at 12 a.m. Schedule. What is everyone's favorite movie? I haven't watched a movie in so long. I think War for the Planet of the Apes is a good one though. Alright. This is the third day. I know what to think about. Alright, that's another one. No, that's for the third. Yeah, it's for the third. I need to think of some more quotes. I still gotta think of more quotes. Either The Dark Knight or The Slumdog Millionaire. What does that mean? Oh, wait, you're responding with the names of the movies that you like. My bad. I should probably look at those. Look into those, since you've mentioned them. Okay, that's the quote for the fourth. It's not too difficult for me to think of a quote, to be fair. I'll just type something out. Once I have an idea, it just comes easily. Okay. Now, what else would I say? I've had like so many ideas. Hmm. I guess I have a new idea. This is for the 5th of August. 5 is my favorite number. All right. Let's play a little bit with words here. All right. Now this should get some engagement. This should get some engagement. I highly guarantee someone's going to say something that someone's already mentioned before, but just to get just to get an engaging idea, not just motivation. Have that, and then I guess have a motivation underneath. All right, not bad. Now it's just the scheduled out. Let's keep the time. I did actually realize I've done this. I've scheduled, I think, more than 40 posts in one session, and YouTube hasn't auto flagged me yet. So I think, at least for my account, I think the limit of posting I could probably do a day. I need to find the absolute limit. I think in a 24-hour period, it's probably going to be around 50, if I had to guess. Which, if that is the case, is actually amazing for me, because then, for at least for my posting strategy, I have to get like 2 weeks of content out per post day. So it actually is quite beneficial if it's around 50 posts a day. So then I just know, okay, don't post throughout the entire day and you'll be go, okay. What did you do? What do you mean? What's your question? I'm making posts right now, but what is your question directed towards? Give me some more context. What did you do to get 1,000 subs? I don't know. I couldn't really tell you. I mean, I changed my YouTube strategy, but it's different for each person. So I could tell you about that if you want. What I personally did, at least over this year, to get the rest of the way. At least for this year, the primary thing I did, at least to get to 1,000 subs, was I streamed a bit. I optimized my titles and descriptions so more people could find me afterwards once I'm done streaming. I've made videos that are appealing to people and also just made it so both the content that I create is engaging and resonates with people in some way where they're willing to come back. I respond to comments frequently, so people come back automatically whenever I answer, and then YouTube shows that to more people. And I've also just changed how the channel looks to get more people in. That's generally what I've done, but I wouldn't say that I could boil down getting 1,000 subscribers to one specific idea, if that makes sense. But hopefully that helps you with your question. I'm still trying to figure out YouTube myself at the moment. So I may not have all the answers available. Alright, I just did I think I did 6 posts so far. Alright. I I gotta think of like 20, 25 other posts. What's a good one? What's a really good one that I could think about? It's a lot that can be said on any given day. Hmm. Well, respect your family is one thing that you should do. But what else should a person do? It's a good question. I did make a post similar to this, but I think I'll hone in on it here. Let's get this written down for the 7th day so people understand. Never waste. Now that's a pretty easy one, but it's simple, it's quick, and it gets to the point. So this should work for the 7th of August, which is coincidentally a Friday. But I think I have another idea. Things I can say. Now we're on to the 8th day of August. 3 days before dawn, literally. My birthday. What do I say? Do I want to think? Well, not do I want to think. Maybe I can incorporate not what happens if you don't wish a person a good day or celebrate their special days. Maybe I could talk about that. Maybe. I think maybe that can be safe for the 9th day. I thought honestly you were saying. Oh, we're in thoughts you were saying today was August 8th. No. I'm trying to think of what I would post for August 8th. I'm trying to formulate in my brain what I want to have posted on that day. What message I'd like to get posted. Because once I have the idea, it's not going to take that much longer. But I have to get the idea. That's the only hard part. Okay. I don't think that's correct. No, this is not correct. The text is wrong. Contemptible is a much better word. There we go. Alright, so this will be the post for August 8th. Oh my goodness. I'm not scrolling down to September just yet, oh my goodness. Now in theory, I think throughout August, I think I'm gonna get all the posts for the rest of the year done. I'm just gonna have all the posts ready and just start next year in September. And then I think I'll have next year finished by the end of the year. So I'll have posts for a while, for sure. But I'm gonna be running out of ideas, maybe. But I think that's fine. Running out of ideas is okay. All I could just do is recycle old ideas, but I'm probably not going to do that. Make a zodiac could be my idea. Have specific themes be recollected on each day and each type of day. That could be something I could work on. Now this one shouldn't be too hard. I've seen conversations about it, so I think we can give one decent quote here, and it should cut through people pretty easily. I think fellow man is better, but then this doesn't include women, so we need to change up the words that we're using. Compatriots is better. All right, that's a much better word that we're going to be using. All right, this is the post for August 9th. And it's only been, I think it's only been 10 minutes. I already have like most of the month done. Well, not most of the month. I have a third of the month done. So that's good. But there's a lot more that can be done, I feel. Alright, so approaching August 10th. This is still summer. You're starting to get towards the fall of summer. 21 days until the fall of summer. That's an interesting idea. This is the time of year anything could happen. But how do you follow up on this after it's already been said? The transition from summer into winter is pretty violent compared to the transition from winter to summer. And all the major holidays are in this time of the year. So anything could happen. So what would I want to say? This is always the hard part. Once you get an idea, it's execution. After the idea, which is the hardest part, the second hardest part is execution. Not actually doing it. Not actually like typing anything, just executing. How do you want to execute it? Hmm. I guess we'll be vague. We'll be vague. We'll be a vague human being today. We'll say, "Are you prepared for what comes next?" Because this could be anything. This could be literally anything, and it will be true for almost any statement. So I think this is actually perfect. Upload. All right. Birthday. All right. I can look to my side and I can see the hospital I was born in, which is good. So I have a few ideas. Yeah, I have an idea. All right. I have a very good idea. Hold on. So this will be a good opening question, and then the second question should be. Actually, this can be a follow-up question. There we go. And then do some grammatical changes. And this should be a good question for the future. So the question would read, based on your life experiences and how you conduct yourself long into the future, will people look back at your life from its inception to its conclusion fondly? Now, this should be a tougher question for people to answer. It's not inherently motivational, but the premise of it is: do you believe that you lived a good life? And if you think the answer is no, then this is an opportunity to fix that. And I think that's important. That's one thing I have noticed. Some people will say to others, have I been a good X, Y, Z, whatever it happens to be? And they give the other person to judge it for them, as they can't discern it. So, if the answer from other people is negative, what would that mean? And I think that's something that people should look into and find out an answer for. Alright. The 12th of August. What do we say here? Now, this is 19 days until fall. What would I say? This is taking way longer than I thought, man. Oh my goodness. This is taking so long. Usually this takes... Well, actually, no. Usually when scheduling posts like this takes about roughly 90 minutes to make a post. Like all 30, 40, 50 of them. It takes about 90 minutes to get all this done. But that 90 minutes is a month of value. Versus 90 minutes of not doing this. Who is sending me a message on Discord at this time of day? They're sending it for the contest. Okay. This would be a relatively light quote for the 12th. It shouldn't matter as much. So, like, I'm not speedrunning our contest. My sketch is already done for real. You're speedrunning? I mean, you have, like, 2 days. You'll be okay, I think. You should be. Just have your idea ready. You know how when you bring someone to help someone else, there's a chance for someone to have a crush afterwards? That's what happened. They were stuck like glue ever since. What is this in reply to? This is interesting. Okay. Alright, you could probably take something from this message right here. That's what happened. They were stuck like glue ever since. Okay. I shouldn't say who's the one person that makes you stuck like glue. That would be too personal. I would say, what makes you stick to a person like glue? This is a much better question. What makes you sick to a person like glue? Like glue. And then we could give a prelude saying people have a variety of things that make them interested plus disinterested in those around them. Prelude and then actual question. The water is moving on its own in the kitchen. Interesting. Alright, this is a good post for the 13th of August. Also, Okinka, I remember you were talking about when Louisiana being on the watch time graph. I think I may have some news, hopefully. If I could pull it up. Which is very strange because like YouTube's not great. But I think I may be able to pull it up, hopefully. Because I did see some promising trends. So let me pull up the info. Oh no, I have to change for live streams. This is terrible. Watch time, and then go by geography. So yeah, there we go. 20 average view duration of 30 minutes. Congratulations, you've made it somehow to 1.8%. W. When are you going to review the art submissions? I don't have a specific date, but it will be sometime in early August to just get it out the way. The last day to submit is July 31st. So just submit it before I change the title on the Google form and you should be okay. I am done with my art submission thing. Okay, I'll check it. On my phone. It's all me. Yeah, this 30 minutes is all coming from you. 30 average minutes of watch time is huge. I think you might be top 5 soon if you keep watching. Alright, what do you say on the 14th of August? Okay, wait, hold on. I know. I know what to say. I know what to say. I know how to get I know how to pull Bobble and Ruby out the woodworks. Never stop. I'm gonna do the thing. Never stop carrying the flame. I'm gonna make 2 posts about this. I'm gonna make 2 posts. I'm gonna make another one for September. Never stop carrying the flame will be the 14th post. So never stop carrying the flame. Hashtag mark. And then I'm gonna add some fire if possible. There we go. What is that Phoenix? Yes. This is perfect. EW. Okay, I'm gonna add that. Perfect. Alright, now that should do great work. Alright. The 15th. Now, I know a decent amount of people are going back to school by this time, so we need to make something for them. Alright. What would they kind of hate? They don't want to think about school, but they kind of need to think about school. What's a shape that I could think of? The community tab thing? Okay, I'll check it. That's probably what it is for most places. I've been in school for 2 weeks now. I mean, I haven't really taken a break, but I'm taking an online class at the moment. I've effectively been in school for the entire year since 2025. It's amazing. Ever since fall 2024, I really haven't had a real long break. It hasn't happened for me. If I have had a break, it's been about 3 to 4 weeks at most, which is not that long. What do I say? It's the 15th of the month. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Be well rounded like a circle, but be built like a pyramid. Someone will understand this quote. Hopefully. If they're not fried at that point, they should understand what the quote means. Be well rounded like a circle, but built like a pyramid. Oh my goodness, that's taking way too long to load. Alright, schedule. Let me boot up the community tab in another tab. See what's happening here. Rares inspired. Ice, sky, water, wood. It's crazy. Where's the penguin though? Penguin not included. Penguin not included in the sketch. Must include penguin, but this is a good start. I'm searching for penguins. Where's penguin? Searching for penguins. Searching for penguins. Where's penguin? Searching for penguins. Searching for penguins. Where are the penguins? Searching. Where are penguins? Oh, I see it. There we go. The hidden penguin. Okay, dot penguin. Let's go. Okay, I see it. It looks like a penguin. It's close enough. And there's another penguin right there. All right. It has some wind. It's pretty good. There we go. If it doesn't have penguin, I can't accept it. By the way, if there's no penguin, it doesn't get accepted. So make sure there's penguin. Check the shoe. I just saw. But there's also more penguins in the background. They also count. But yeah, it's gotta have everything. If there's no ice, no accept. It's gotta be cold. I don't want my Antarctica to be hot, guys. If it's hot, minus 10 points immediately. Actually, hold on. I have an idea now. Hold on. I have an idea now because I can look at these posts. Penguin over water. It's got a few ideas now. Element is Nala 79. That's an element? Wait, bro. Hold on. No, wait. When I said elements, guys. Guys. When I say elements, I mean, like, the periodic table of elements. That's what I mean. Find something on the periodic table and include it in the image in some way. No, there's a weapon. Nala 79 is made of gold. Oh, okay. Then that counts. Yeah. But yeah, so take something from here. Find one of these elements. Put it into your penguin or put it into your work somewhere. Find like it could be any of these. Just search it up online and you should be okay. $79 equal gold's number. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna use numbers now, okay. Fair. I didn't say you couldn't do that. But I will give some bonus points to someone using osmium. Which probably need to look at that. So someone has some of this in their work, extra points. If you can find a way to incorporate this. A penguin lives by the sea. What do you live by? What do you live by just to get by? Alright, that should work. Maybe. Alright, 16. Be right back. Alright, Open God, take your time. I will still be available. Oh, I should actually give you all a poll, actually. I don't know if you are enjoying this type of live stream. I haven't polled the masses just yet, so let me do that. I need to see what the people are thinking about this type of stream. Hold on. Streamception? Hold on, let's see how deep we can go. Come on, how deep can we go into the matrix before we can't see anything? There we go. Alright, the matrix is pretty deep now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The matrix into the past. Alright. I'm gonna start poll. This is an easier stream format to do than just booting up Splatoon 3. Honestly, so I'm gonna ask you all a question. Should I do more of these streams? Because this is one I could do almost any day, and it will be like completely fine. Whereas Splatoon is like I have to like mentally prepare myself for that game. Not because I don't like it, but it just takes more time to set up. Also, fish. 17. All right, we have another day of stuff to get to. What would I say? I think instead of making this a motivation post, this is the 17th. So I actually have an option of not making this motivational and making this purely informative. So I think I'll take that chance. So I'm gonna give some tips. Okay. And then we're gonna list some options. So good hygiene is one way to reduce harm. I think being cordial is one, but I also think being kind. I think having boundaries is one. You reduce harm that way. You can be compassionate, but I think being action orientated is another one. Yeah, like I think probably someone's going to just scrape this and it will just pop up in some article somewhere, which I'd be totally fine with. Good hygiene, good having boundaries, being action orientated. No, being proactive instead of reactive is a good one. What are two other things? Produce harm in many ways. Loving yourself is one. But now we need one that helps other people. Okay. Okay. This is the 17th. And we'll keep that at the same time. Oh, man. I'm, like, yawning right now. 1 vote? That's alright. Okay. My phone's at 10%. I think that's okay, though. I'm having it be at 10%. Alright. I have most of the posts done. I have to get the last 2 weeks of August complete, and then I can end this portion. And then I think it'd just be, like, full talking from that point onward. I think I got a good one. I'm going to go for the night is getting a bit late. See you soon. See you, Karate. I'll probably see you tomorrow. I'll still probably be up for, it's like 11 o'clock my time. Maybe up for another 6 hours. I don't know. It's like, it's difficult for me to actually sleep on time. I do remember there was one song I think was Into Each Life, Some Rain Must Fall. I think that's the song I'm thinking about right now. I don't think I can actually play that song. Even though it's been a while. Alright, the 19th of August. Summer is waning. Are approaching or have already arrived. But what does that actually mean? I've already arrived. Now I guess I can make this post about what people plan to do for the fall. Huh. I think roughly 6% of the year will be over by the end of August. What will you do to make the last the 34% worthwhile of 2026? Worthwhile. This is for 2026, not for 2027. Alright. And this will be for the 19th. I've been doing this way too long. Oh my goodness. I just have to think of a song I want to play. What songs could I play? I don't know. That makes it hard. Splatoon Raiders post game. That's Pro Chara video. I can't really play that, to be fair. A lot of these I can't really play. I might play Pixel Gun music. I do enjoy seeing the community posts. They're very interesting. I post them throughout the day. Just have them scheduled so people can look at them. I think just having them so people can have something to talk about is good. I could try and make them more interesting to the average person, I guess. But if you find them interesting, that's good. But they're more just designed to be a place for people to communicate. I mean, I have to say thank you to Ruby for boosting my posts, as always. I'm sorry, Mongolia theme? Yeah, Mongolia theme from Civilization 6. It's a great theme. The only thing is, because it's from that game, I'm not sure if I have a copyright issue. But the only copyright I'd be worried about is not necessarily copyright claims, it'd be strikes. I was wondering if there's an optimal time to upload videos. That depends on who you're trying to target. What's your target audience? I know a decent amount about Mongolia. Okay, let me know. Teach me some things. I don't know too much, so just let me know what you know. Alright, it's August 20th. I can make a hurricane post. This is perfect. So I know what to do. Let's give people some good things to think about and some motivation. Sorry for being so silent. I'm just typing right now, so if I didn't say anything, it's okay. But if you're trying to figure out what time you want to upload, target audience does also matter. But since you're targeting people who speak English, I would say you want to upload when most people who'd watch you would be online. That's generally the rule that you want to follow. You want to upload when people who watch are online. For me, that time is usually later in the afternoon and evening. But before it was around, I believe for me it was around, I think, like 2 a.m. in the morning used to be when most people watch me. But that's because a lot of people watch me from Japan, and that wasn't representative of people who watch live streams. Genghis Khan is its name. He's known as Genghis Khan, translated to Universal Ruler King. His original name was Temujin. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. I'm sorry, uploading 12 at night. No, so generally you wouldn't want to upload at 12 at night unless you're trying to appeal to, I guess, some Australians, if that's who you want to go find. If you're trying to go find Australians, I guess that 12 a.m. is perfect for them. 12 a.m. your time is perfect for them. Because basically that's their afternoon. But it's not your target audience. Hold on. I'm gonna try and get the Mongolia theme to play. I don't think it should be much of an issue. I don't think you get copyright for it. So hold on. What I'm gonna do window capture. I'm gonna check. When I had Civ 6 on my channel, I didn't really get too many copyright issues. I'm gonna check online, turn off this AC, and then come right back. Here, hold on. Okay, wait. I'm still trying to read this. Hold on. Okay, so hold on. This stream may like go down after, but I want to play the Mongolian theme. Let me just turn off the air conditioning. All right, a human is back in the building, or so they say. Hold on. Mongolia theme, Civ 6. Atomic theme. The only thing I think I can't play is the first one. I don't think I could play into the first theme. I don't think I could play that one due to copyright issues, but I'd love to play me some Erdendu. I'd love to play me some of this. I think my video capture is muted though. Yeah, I think it's muted. So let me turn it up. Click on this video. Let's see. Advertisement, turn that off. Facebook advertisement. Terrible. Where winds meet, interesting game. Alright, there we go. I like this theme. I believe it is Cyrillic. But they're closer to Korea, so it makes sense why the language looks similar. It makes sense why the language looks similar. I love this song, man. It's good. It's with a handful more letters. Okay. I think one day what I'll do is learn to actually write Mongolian after I learn how to write Mandarin Chinese. I have no oxygen, bro. Yeah, I like it. Great noises. I should make a YouTube video where I'm just humming songs. I should do that. I can do that for a while. I feel bad for anyone who lives with you. What does that mean? I don't do that all the time. It's just something I can do. It's a terrible thing to say. Never say that again. Never say that again. I feel bad for people who live with you. I would never say that to someone randomly. I would never say that. Never say that. It's kind of like a cello. I think I've heard a cello before. I think they sound pretty nice when I've heard them before. Actually, that does give me an idea. If you had one purpose in life, no, that never happens. That never happens. I never do that when someone's home. If you know that melody, it's Ari Rang. It's a Korean melody. My purpose is mildly funny dry jokes. Okay. Also, hi Daisy. What would it be? What steps? Oh my god. I have to type in chat again. Oh my god. Okay. That's a little bit of a pain. I don't want to have to type in chat, but I guess I have to. If you have one person in life, what would it be and what steps are you taking? What steps are you taking to get there? Everyone has something they'd like to be good at. No. Did we do? I think we did 21. No. Hold on. Let me go check. Wait a minute. I'm losing it already. I've lost track. I've significantly lost track of what's happening. Mind your ears. Unplugging the power. There we go. Okay. Turbo power connected. Alright, let me check my posting schedule. Did I get the 21st? Yes, I did. It's 22nd. What do I want to do for the 23rd? I think I actually make something. What do I want to put down? What would I say? I'm not running out of ideas, but you have to think about what would you say? Because the past points haven't been motivational. Okay. I guess I think could say something. I think I could type something. I think some people, especially if they're doing like a late summer vacation, this may be good to have. I don't feel like turning up audio. Okay. Okay, it'd just be harder to communicate, but that's fine. When traveling, make sure that you are putting your best foot forward. Putting your best foot forward. For reputation is very important to uphold in areas with those unfamiliar to you. Yeah, I think this is generally just a good post to have because if you're going anywhere, you always want to be putting your best foot forward. Because if you're not doing that, then in effect you're not. In effect, you're basically hurting others who may come behind you. You're giving others a bad reputation. All right. Now what I want to say. It's the 24th. As we enter the last week of August. What major progress have you made this month? Have you made this month? Did exams go well? Any major any job interviews, etc. Yes, I just said that. Okay. Etc. I think this is just a good progress to check in with people. So we'll work on that. Was just having a progress checkpoint for the last week of August, I think, is important for people. Okay. Schedule. And then I have I think 7 actual more days, but getting towards the end of it now. So not so bad, I would say. So remember, I typed it in chat. Remember, if they're struggling now, you won't always. Remember, if you're struggling now, you won't always be in that position. Okay. So I think having that as a sentence starter is good. But then we've said something similar before. And I think having some good advice at the end works. Because looking at your past situations can always be helpful to get you out of a concurrent situation. So if people have issues in the future, this should be a good post for them. We're slowly getting to the end, so if you guys want to give me any post suggestions, just type them in chat, and I will consider it, depending on what it is about. Back to the game tomorrow, and come back. Not to the game, because that's too broad, too specific. Rather, come back to it tomorrow. I think this is a good starting position. So that could be for a 26. I think if I have to make another channel, I'd probably maybe do humming on that channel, but just be a hobby I'd be doing. I wouldn't be trying to grow that channel to a very large number of people. What are you trying to work on? My phone is unstable. That's not good. Alright, let's keep going. Now I just have to get the 27th via the 31st done. Was supposed to be, yeah. Supposed to, yes. But things have changed. Alright. The 27th. Just did the 26th. I did not say that, but we'll work with it. We will work with it. We will work with it. I could probably post about Mantis soon, actually. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's very good. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is actually incredible. What's another thing you could do? Okay, I'll give people a question. Which idol carries the flame the best? That would be a poll. That would be a poll. That wouldn't be that wouldn't be an image post like this. That would be a poll. That would be a poll. Is it more important? Yeah, is it more important to raise awareness of an issue? Of an issue? Or to combat it? Hmm. Okay. Now let's get down to 27. Only got a few more days left to go. I've been doing this for almost an hour. I think I've been doing it for exactly an hour, actually. But this is the easy stuff. I'm liking what I've seen so far. Now to the 28th. It's been about an hour. About an hour to almost get 30 posts done. That's a while. Okay, okay, that's good. Okay, wait. Is Splatoon 3 shut down? Shut down today. What would you do? 3 shut down today. What would you do? What would you do to maintain the game's legacy? Okay, that could be a good post on its own. It's not motivational, but it's a good post on its own. But I think that could be in its own thing. But just so I don't like forget it, I'm gonna put it into this anyway. Wait, I didn't mean for that. I didn't mean for that to go all the way up there. As the saying goes. Um. This is actually a very good post for the 29th. It's actually a very good post for the 29th. Yeah, that's a very good post. It's basically nothing, but it's a good post. Good night. I haven't streamed in so long. Oh my goodness. I haven't streamed in like a week. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of like lazy. I kind of don't want to do this right now. But here I am streaming again. But then tomorrow, And maybe the day after that, I'm gonna probably have to log on to Splatoon 3 because I don't have Raiders. Hey Chara66 Dreamer, welcome to this great live stream that we have here. Welcome. You're just chilling with me and a few other people right now. I'm surprised the stream's 2 hours long. I don't know how this is possible. This stream's not supposed to go on for that long. This stream is carrying the flame. It's carrying the channel right now. The 66 in my handle is actually an Undertale reference. Teach me the way. How's it an Undertale reference? Let me know. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Yawning. You said maximum, meaning there must be a minimum. How do you increase to the maximum? Via hazard level. Thread the demo Undertale. Peak so far. What's the most not peak game that you guys have seen? Or played, rather. Not seen. What's the most unpeak game that you've played? Okay, and now this is the memorandum post. Congratulations on your quest to finishing another month of 2026. Today, you are going to complete August. Will you complete? Will you? But are you ready for September? Are you ready for September? Are you ready for September? The biggest question. If the answer is no, well, the answer is no. Look at that. I finished all the community posts for God knows how long. I just finished all of the community posts for the great month of August for the motivation. So I don't have to touch that again for a week. And then I could just... next week, do September. Oh my goodness. It's like an hour of my time. But that's a month worth of content. And also, just generally speaking, these do get a decent amount of likes and impressions, so this is just a post I just can't get rid of. So this phenomenal job. Easy, it's either Domino Rally, which is a pick a pass game. Okay. Or it's Monkey Ball Bonanza, which is a monkey ball game with only motion on the Wii. Undertale, when you start a run, you get a fun number that slightly changes the game. When you run fun, value 66 and extra hallways is added in Waterfall. Oh, okay. Oh, that sounds cool. Sounds real cool. I like that. But yeah, so motivation posts, it does well. My other posts don't do so well though. It's okay. Brett, I thought you were going to sleep. What happened? What happened? I thought you were going to sleep. What happened? This big man post only has like 10 likes, but it shouldn't. It's 11 likes now. Callie better. Wrong. He ain't freaking Raiders like the other two. Okay. I believe this is true. It's true, but I don't. But I don't have a source. I have a source to confirm. Okay, I think that's what I'll say. Cali better. I don't know about that. I'm gonna say not sure, and they're gonna give me an unhappy face. All right, let's look at Twitter now. Okay. I gotta go to Splatoon NA. I need to find some more things. I gotta go download. I meant to go sleep as well, but I couldn't either. Well, I don't know, guys. I go to sleep at like 5 a.m. and that's when I actually plan to go to sleep now. I just plan to go to sleep by 5. I stop the computer by around 3:30, but by 5 a.m. is when I actually go to sleep. We try closing your eyes and turning off the lights. Ah, my goodness. Oldest trick in the book. Yes. Wait. I never downloaded this. Hold on. No, I think I did actually. But I'm downloading everything. Your downloads being scanned. I need to get rid of that McAfee thing on my computer. It just feels like a scam. Alright, download every image that's on this screen. If you guys are wondering how I find images to post on YouTube, this is how I do it. Scraping the internet. Yo, Splatoon Wada. It's pretty cool. matey. Ah. I've seen this in so many thumbnails. I don't know what they're doing. I've seen this in so many thumbnails. I need to make some thumbnails. Wait, did that just pop up on my screen or no? Gotta check my computer. No, it doesn't pop up. It's pretty strange. Okay. I guess Pinterest is like the other good one. Let me whip up Pinterest right now. Pinterest is a good place to just find every idle post that I could possibly imagine. Just open up the Pinterest. I'm telling you guys, like posting is like 25% of the job. The other like 50% of the job is literally just opening up Pinterest or Twitter and downloading stuff. It's unbelievable. Okay, if I want to make like if I want to make a fan account of K-pop, I'd totally download this image. But I'm not making a fan account of K-pop just yet. But I might as well. Might as well open up Spheres of Income right now. My thumbnails have been peak recently. All I gotta do is take a pic and Splatoon and caption. Making thumbnails is very complicated. Like making a decent thumbnail is so complicated. AI modified, perfect. Let me download, bro. Come on. Let me download. Let me download, bro. Let me download this image. I need it. I need this for thumbnail. No. Download. Save the profile. What else can I get? What else is on the marketplace? Oh, that's normal mechanic. This is free. That's sad because I can not record stuff on my Switch. I made mine in Keynote. I use Microsoft Paint for my thumbnails nowadays. Who is bro? This is perfect. It's perfect. Screenshots. Free. Come on, let me download this, please. I beg of you. Let me download this. Oh my goodness. This is literally most of my job. Like, this is literally most of my YouTube career. Just going on Pinterest, go on Twitter, go on any social media platform, download immediately. Wikipedia, download, and get to work. Fry, download. This will work wonders when we need to make a Fry post every Friday. I think at some point, I actually have like a large file list of just how much of this, how many. Oh my god, it's dying. Okay, I actually have so many files of all of the Splatoon characters that I think, honestly, if I'm being realistic, I would never have to download more after a certain point of time because I just have so much of it. Like Oreo recycles through the same like 10 images, like the same 100 images all the time. I'm gonna be recycling through like 2,000, 3,000 images. Just me posting so often. I use clips from the Switch. I mean, you can do that. It's not ideal. It's better to record, but you can do that. The Switch is high enough quality. Okay, this page is consuming too much RAM. I can already tell. Maybe I need to destroy Twitter and destroy this. Maybe also destroy that. Yeah, there we go. Now it's loading. Now I can download this. What is this? This is the helicopter scene, right? Yeah, this is definitely the helicopter scene. It's taking just way too long. I need the image now. I don't want to wait a million years for it. Need to invest in more RAM. Oh my god. Yeah, I have to download these. I'm gonna have to put these on my computer so I can actually review them. Good thing this person actually marked it with CU, which is good. Bye, Char. Thank you for coming to stream today. But this one's very good. So this is a CU, so no one can use this or reuse it for any purpose. So this is good. This is still in progress. If you guys want to post in my community, it's open for the vast majority of people to post if they'd like. I believe I can show it. Yeah, viewer posts. Yeah, so I can actually see everyone's viewer posts. So I'm actually getting a decent amount. Yeah, Golden sent one in the middle of July to have to go download. So I think we're gonna have another like 4 or 5 contestants. If I look at newest, yeah, I think we're gonna have 1, 2. I think Goofy sent his on Discord. So I think we're gonna have 4 contestants again, unless someone like adds something. As a reminder of what the rules should be, is I think it should be in my profile somewhere. So let me go find it. It should be in my profile. If it's not, then it's a bit strange. Did I move the art contest link? No, I didn't. Alright, so I can actually do show this before I end stream. Alright. Show. Okay, so the goal for the Penguin Elements one, it's like 2 days left. Yeah, exactly 2 days left. So you have a few requirements. Our requirements are as follows. You need a penguin. You want a penguin. You need an element of any kind. It could be nickel, uranium. If it's on the periodic table, you can use it. But it has to be like full in display. Easy to tell. There has to be snow. There has to be ice. If it doesn't have those things, I probably have to disqualify it. There can't be penguin without ice. I'm tired of that. My finger. There needs to be an ocean. Do I have to make the penguin? I guess you could import it. You don't have to make the penguin. You just can't reuse. You just can't base your submission on someone else's work who's actually participating in the contest. But you can use anything. You just have to tell where you got everything from. So like, if you want to take a penguin from like National Geographic and put it in there, you could do that. It needs to have an ocean. It needs to be windy, and it needs to be during the nighttime. And then otherwise, so for some bonus points, for a maximum of 10 points, you need to have white, which is pretty easy. You need to have yellow, pretty easy, and gray. So all that should be easily in this. Everyone should get a free 10 points. And then you can submit on either the community tab, or you can submit your stuff here. And that's it. And then the poster is Ruby. They made this, I think, almost 2 years ago. And then her channel is here. Which conveniently, they also made a post about my stream. Alright. I don't know what else to talk about now. I'm kind of like running out of ideas. It's been so long, running out of ideas. Can the penguin be in space? If you could find a way to have the penguin be in space and have an ocean, snow, and ice all present, then yes. Like, if you're on a spaceship, right? Then all that's present. Technically, you could do that, yeah. I didn't say what you couldn't have. It just has to have some things in there. So, I mean, if you want to plop a penguin into space, like, it's inside an ocean that's in space. I guess you could do that. I guess that's the goal of it being a night sky. You can do almost anything. Let me zoom out. Alright, the only other thing I could think of... I don't know. Oh, this finally popped up. There we go. I can't play any of this. But I'm happy this popped up. I love this. I love this remix right here. But let me mute it so I can share it in chat. Remember, I have it by the 31st. Submit it by the 31st. If you submit it August 1st, then I won't accept it. You just submit it between any time between now and the 31st. And that's it. You should be good. I'm going to have to go back and watch this stream now. And then give it timestamps. So that will be like a little bit of a problem. And then here's just the music remix playlist that I think everyone should look at. I'll post this in chat room as well. Before I end stream. Okay. YouTube. Where's chat room? Gonna go now. See you soon. See you, Karate Boy. I'm about to end stream right now. As well. So you're all good. Okay. I think that will be it for this stream. It was a record-breaking 2 hours and 34 minutes of me just yapping and doing community posts. But now you've all seen the behind-the-scenes work of, I guess, how the sausage gets made of this YouTube channel for a little bit. Not the videos. I haven't done like a video, a live stream about how I do videos. But the community posts, you've seen how I do it now. New chat room content. Yeah, I can make new chat room content. I'll get like a music video going. Actually, I could pull up BandLab probably. Hold on. I could probably do stuff in BandLab on stream in the future. Just as an introduction. Have a good one, Storm. Just don't let the manta bite. Oh, we're not ending just yet. Give me like 5 more minutes. Give me like 5 more minutes. That's all I beg. That's all I want. Just give me 5 more minutes. And I'll show you what will be in store for the future. I just gotta log back in with my credentials into this music platform. Alright. Back right away. Alright, so I'm gonna pull up my library. Alright. I think this should be good, right? Yeah, it should be good. Alright, so I'm gonna be working on these songs that I haven't finished just yet. I'm gonna be working on Drought. I'm gonna be working on Rise of K. I'm gonna be working on Ice. I actually do have, I think. I actually do think I can work on this. Click on it. Studio. Yeah, so this is something I've been working on for just a little bit of time. So this is something I'll get back to. But I'll get back to making some music. I'll let this play so you can hear what it sounds like. It's not the absolute best, but I'm going to be making some music on in the future. Hear this out for a little bit. Okay, so one thing I will say is I think I'm going to expand on this theme. I haven't had like a concrete melody yet, but once I do, I think I'm going to make it more like the national anthem, and I have to get a stronger beat going. Because I can make beat patterns due to drum machine. That's something I can do. I mean, the Affix Twin. Oh, really? I haven't heard of them. Almost 10. I got like 3 minutes. But yeah, so making beats is actually not too difficult. I just think making the rest of the song is going to be the challenge. Hold on, let's see. Okay, wait. No. I think this is better. The actual beat part is not the hard. It's not the hard portion of this song. It's getting everything else to work right. I think I've ignored a few things though. So I think we're gonna get that into circadian rhythm in. No wait, that's off center. This is not off center anymore. Let's see what this sounds like. Too much noise. We can chop a few things off. I should keep this one. Chop this one. Keep this one. And then, I guess, chop this one. Yeah. Much better. And now, we don't have anything here. So I think what I'm going to do that. And I can make something very good from that. You should take inspiration from Def Grip's beat. I could. If I really want to, I could. Oh! Hold on, I have a few ideas. I think from this we could stop. Because this is pretty good. But this is one thing I've been working on. And then there's like a few other ones. The one that you guys have heard earlier, I think was no oil. I think. I believe it was no oil. If I look at my library, I think it's this one. Yeah. I'm gonna show this off briefly and then end stream. This is what it looks like underneath the hood. 6-7 beats per minute. And this, I believe, is the instrument. Yes, this is the instrument. This is the instrument. This is the instrument of all time. And then I think at this one up here, I'm not sure what this does, though. Oh, it's just to add extra sound effects. Okay, I get it now. But this is the one where the main melody is there. Yeah, so this is 6-7 BPM. That's what it sounds like. And then I think the notes are in here. If I were to do effects, not effects, instrument. MIDI editor? No, what am I doing? It should show the actual chords here. I'm not sure why it's not doing it. Lyrics, notes oh my god. There it is. Are you basing this off 4/4 or 3/4? Trying to base off 4/4. Trying to, but I think my brain is in like a different location. This was, I used F. I started on F, and then I jumped to B, the B flat, I think. Yeah, I jumped to B flat, back to F, then to C. So I think at least for this song, this portion here is really good. It's just this last portion where I'm not that satisfied. If I try to remember how to play this, though, it'll be a little bit hard, I think. Because I was doing this with the MIDI controller. Trying to remember, what was it again? Because I have access to the actual chord progression here. What was it? It was C. It was C, D, E. Okay, so C, D, E flat. C, D, E. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me try. See if I could do that. Hey, Isaac, what's going on? Are you basing this off 4/4 or 3/4? I'm doing okay, Isaac. But yeah, I'm trying to base this off 4/4. Trying to. When I get back to it. Was it this? No, that's not it. What was it? No, it was. Was it? No. Where did you start? Where did I start this? I'm so confused now. I think actually that's the wrong place. Hold on. If I scoot this over, I think I start playing it here. This is not where I expected it to be. Right? No, that's the prelude. No, this portion is correct. But I start... Dell is giving me some advice. Okay, where do I start making it go faster? I think it's here. Yeah. I use D, E, and then I jump to C. Wait, is that what I do? Doom, doom, doom. Oh, wait. Maybe? Maybe that's what I did. I don't know. My day's been going well. I do have the talent to sing, by the way. Okay. Oh, I get it. I get it now. Yeah, I chose this for a reason. It was because it's C. It has no oil. I remember. I remember like, wait, this actually sounds kind of good. But I'm trying to remember the original sequence because I remember it's. Yeah, because it's C. And then I think you start at U. I don't remember. I'll go back to it. I think singing is really good, well, if you're able to practice it and can do it well over time. But I think I'm gonna expand on this song, so I'll work on it. I'll work on it when oil prices are at $200 a barrel. I will upload this song. So hold on, just to end stream. Let me find the oil prices right now. Let me pull it up. Let me pull up the official number. The Brent number, not the world number. Let's pull it up. Pull it up. If I can, because this computer's like extremely slow. I don't know why. Pull it up, please. Actually, not when it's $200. I'm gonna work on it. Actually, no. Yes, when it says $200. When this is $200, I am going to release the updated version of this song, and I'm going to make it way better than what it is right now. I'm gonna make it peak, so this becomes a meme. But expect to be hearing, I guess, maybe later in the year, whenever we get to that point. Expect to be hearing a lot of... Hold on. Did I split this thing? I was not supposed to do that. Expect to be hearing a lot of... Expect to be hearing a lot of... Expect to be hearing a lot of that. I could make a faster version, actually. Hold on. I think if I boost up the beats per minute, make it like 200. Let's see how fast it makes this song go. Just as an experiment. This is about to fly by. Oh wait, hold on. I need to hear this. This might be peak. If it works. This might be good. But yeah, I might release this. But this is too fast. But this first part, I could work on this. Bing, 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 bing. And then slow it down to 6/7. On purpose for this one little area. And have this be a melody. And then work from that way. But yeah, I could speed this portion up. Maybe like, make it like 150. Probably 150 is better. Not this area. Yeah, so I think up to here, have this be 150. Have this, and just make an entirely new melody. Get rid of this. and then play this. Because currently, I have these chords are the background. Start here. To fit this. So I think when I work on it in the future, that's what I'll do. Alright, I'm going to end stream now. It's been about 3 hours. So let me end stream, and I'll be back tomorrow with probably a video. Most likely a video of some kind will be up tomorrow, and then I'll stream a little bit. Alright, everyone. We'll see you. When it came to my singing voice, I'd received thousands of good compliments on my voice, and I was really embarrassed. I mean, you shouldn't be embarrassed about that, but if you don't think it's good originally, that might be a reason why that may happen, but I don't know. Alright, have a good one, guys. I'm going to see you all tomorrow.